Welcome to the SFSU Housing Application tutorial. Today we'll be showing new residents how to apply for housing. First, you will need to navigate to the SFSU Housing portal. You can find this on our website by clicking the link in the description of this video, or by simply searching for SFSU Housing Portal using a search engine like Google. Once you reach the housing portal, you may be prompted to log in. This page will look very similar to the SFSU login page. Log in using either your school email or ID number and your password. When you have successfully logged onto the housing portal, you will see a link at the top of the page that says Application. This link will bring you to the Term Selector page. This page contains important application dates and will direct you to the current application. At the bottom of the page, you should see a clickable bubble for the housing term that you would like to apply for. Select that bubble and press Save and Continue. The welcome page provides a brief snapshot of the information you will need to provide in the following pages. Most of the information on this page is generated from your SFSU Student Center under the Personal Information section. If you need to update this information, please do so through your Student Center. After you review the information, press Continue. The Accommodations Request page is optional. If you need any special housing accommodations, you will need to complete this page. Please note that you will also need to register with the Disability Programs and Resource Center through their website. Press Continue to move on to the next page. Here we provide a PDF of the 2018-2019 License Agreement. Please read this document in its entirety. The license agreement includes dates that you will be able to occupy your assigned space, payment information, and housing rules. You will see this document again near the end of the application. By submitting this application, you are agreeing to the 2018-2019 Student Housing License Terms and Conditions. After you review the license agreement, press Continue. Here you will provide at least one emergency contact and one confidential contact. The emergency contact will be notified if you're involved in any emergency situation, and the confidential contact will be notified if you're involved in a missing persons case. These contacts will not have access to your campus address, payment history, account information, or conduct history. Once you have provided the information, press Save and Continue. FERPA is a federal law that protects the privacy of your educational records. At SF State University, a FERPA waiver will only allow us to give the contact information regarding your financial records. This waiver is optional. If you would like a parent or guardian to have access to your financial records, please provide their information on this page. Once you're done, press Save and Continue. Here you have the option to upload an appropriate photo of yourself. This picture is primarily used during the roommate search process, but will also be accessible to housing and residential life staff members. Press Save and Continue. To live on campus, you are required to have health insurance and to provide us with the policy information. If you are in the process of getting health insurance, please provide the date that your insurance will start providing coverage. Failure to provide health insurance information will result in a hold on your account, which may prevent you from applying for classes. To complete this page, you will also need to provide information regarding the meningococcal vaccination. Press Save and Continue once you have finished providing your information. To live on campus, we require you to have renter's insurance. SF State Housing has partnered with GradGuard to provide an affordable plan for residents. You may also purchase renter's insurance from other agencies. Once you are confirmed for housing, you'll be sent more information regarding renter's insurance. To complete this page, you will first need to check the box stating that you understand this requirement. Then you will need to submit your ID number along with your first name and last name. If you are having difficulty moving on to the next page, make sure that there are no spaces following your ID number and name. Your name must also match the name that appears in the top right of this web page. Here we provide the fee schedule for the next academic term. Housing costs fluctuate based on your selected meal plan and room type. By agreeing to the housing costs, you are indicating that you have reviewed the fee schedule and will be able to pay for housing during the entire academic year. The fee schedule can also be found on our website under Housing Documents. Press the Continue button at the bottom of the page once you have reviewed and agreed to the costs. Here you are able to select your first and second preferences for your housing. We do our best to accommodate these requests, but cannot guarantee the exact space. Press Save and Continue once you have picked your preferences. This page corresponds with your first room preference. Themes and learning communities are a wonderful opportunity to grow personally and get involved on campus. If you are interested in living in a theme community, please remember to apply using the links provided on this page. Here you will select your meal plan for the semester as well as specify any dietary requirements. Meal plans are required for students living on campus, with the exception of University Park North and South residents. Your meal plan can be altered once a semester and can only be lowered within the first week of each semester. Once you have selected your meal plan, press Continue. This is an optional page where you would select your extra preferences in case your first choices are unavailable. Press Save and Continue once you have selected your extra preferences. Make sure you have read the license agreement and fee schedule before pressing the Accept the Terms and Conditions button to continue. If you are under the age of 18, you will need to add a parent or guardian to provide their information before signing the license agreement. If you are 18 years or older, feel free to skip this section by clicking the Next section at the top. Once you are finished with all previous steps, click Submit License Agreement. This is the final step of the housing application. Here we provide the steps to paying the initial housing payment, a link to your student center, as well as information about canceling. Once you have finished, please press Save and Continue. Thank you for participating in the SFSU Housing Application.